Hi everyone, my name is Sam, and today I'm going to be giving y'all a presentation over the unemployment rates in the hospitality industry. So at first we're going to dive into the positive side of hospitality and everything that we have to provide within this industry, all the positive statistics and everything like that, and then we'll dive a little deeper into all the negative statistics and everything that follows, what puts the stress on the industry and everything like that. So like I said, first we're going to dive into the hospitality industry employment statistics on a positive note. Starting with that one new job is added every 2.5 seconds in the hospitality industry. 212 million people are employed globally within the hospitality industry, which is amazing. We make up a huge sector of jobs within the workforce as a whole. Hospitality is the number one employer in the United States after the government. Management positions within the industry are expected to grow up to 35%. Union membership is low at just 2.7%. We have one of the lowest union rates across all the workforce areas across the nation, which is awesome. The average employee in this industry makes about $13.36 per hour. The average employee in the hospitality industry works as a part-time employee, working a minimum of 25 hours per week, no more than 40. The industry has a low injury rate at 4 incidents per 100 workers. And lastly, the hospitality industry adds $3.4 trillion to the global economy every year. So even though there is a bunch of positives to the hospitality industry, there is a few negatives. So with that being said, negative employment has affected, hotels, tour operators, curio shops, conference organizers, and communication businesses. Those are leading factors of negative employment related establishments in the hospitality industry. Unemployment in the hospitality industry has resulted in socioeconomic problems that can cause stress to the economy and the country at large. So we really need to take control of that in the very near future. And lastly, the greatest challenge many organizations face today are their labor-intensive workplaces and sustaining a healthy work environment for its employees. So now we're going to dive a little deeper into the numbers on the side of the statistics that follow employment, unemployment, openings, hires, separations, union memberships, representations, dynamic changes in earnings and hours, employer compensation costs, work-related fatalities, injuries and illnesses, and workplace trends. Those are just a few of the contributing factors in the workplace that we're going to dive into for the statistics. All right, so as of 2019, May, June, July, and August, these are our most recent hospitality workforce numbers. So for unemployment, May 2019, over 16,699 people were employed. June 2019, 16,670 people were employed. July 2019, 16,700 people were employed. And August 2019, 16,712 people were employed. Now, there is unemployment that has to deal with the employment as well. So for unemployment sides, on May 2019, there was 1,007 people that were unemployed throughout the hospitality industry. June 2019 was 1,104 people. July 2019 was 1,208 people. And August 2019 was 1,321 people. So while employment has been slowly increasing over the past few months of 2019, employment has also increased worldwide, which is pretty unfortunate because although there is new openings and hires and everything like that, there are also separations that do take place, whether the employee is fired, laid off, quit, whatever the situation may be. So diving more deeper into that, with job openings of May 2019, there were 1,086 job openings nationwide. June 2019, there were 909. July 2019, there were 981. And August 2019, there were 1,010 job openings, which is great. There was a little bit of a decrease down there in the months, but we were picking it back up for the August. With that being said, there were also a numerous amount of hires. It goes from May 2019 being 1,366 hires, June 2019, 1,353 hires. July 2019, 1,251 hires. In August 2019, 1,435 hires. So as of last month, the hires have been astronomical and have been higher than they have been in the previous months of this year. And lastly, even though there are job openings and hires, like I said, there are separations that happen, whether the employee is quit, laid off, or is fired. So with that, May 2019, there were 1,700 separations. In June 2019, there were 1,104 separations. In July 2019, there were 1,208 separations. In August 2019, there were 1,211 separations. So there was a little bit of a decrease, a little bit of pickup back then. So we're going to have to tackle that in the hospitality industry, working on our separations and why they take place, and keeping an eye on those numbers so they don't keep increasing over the remainder of the months in 2019. So then just a few dynamic changes in employment for the hospitality industry include our gross job gains and our gross job losses. So for the first quarter of 2018, we're breaking it down all of last year, 2018. So first quarter 2018, there were 1,331 gross job gains. The second quarter of 2018, there was 1,338. Third quarter of 2018, there was 1,214 job gains. And then fourth quarter 2018 was 1,391. So there was a little bit of an increase and a decrease there. Right now we're on the higher end of the spectrum, so we want to bring it back down. Gross job losses, the first quarter of 2018, there was 1,183. Second quarter of 2018, 1,351. Third quarter of 2018, 1,417. And fourth quarter of 2018, 1,220. So with our unemployment rate in the hospitality industry, we're going to base it down on statistics. The unemployment rate for women, we're at 3.4%, men 3.5%, teenagers 11.9%, whites 3.3%, African Americans 3.2%, Asians 3.2%, and Hispanics 4.4%. As of October 2018, U.S. economy added 250,000 jobs in October. Unemployment rate has remained stagnant at 3.7%. It is at a 49-year low. Unemployment persons has changed to 6.1 million worldwide in the hospitality industry. So the statistics based on the men, women, teenagers, everybody that follows within this industry are those who are trying to find jobs in the hospitality industry, not so much another industry. This is just focusing solely on if the man or the woman or whatever their race is has a degree in hospitality or is looking for work. Teenagers are kind of just on the side back burner for this. This is more focused on the people that are trying to pursue a career in hospitality and have been failing at it. And for that, we need, as a whole workplace, to tackle that and make sure we can find those people those jobs. Considering I said earlier that one new job is added every 2.5 seconds in the hospitality industry, the fact that we have an unemployment rate just in general is kind of, there's no explanation for that, considering we add new jobs like this, like a snap of a finger. And that 212 million people are employed globally. It's just there's kind of a disconnect as to why there is an unemployment rate such as high as like 3.4%. It sounds very minimal, but if 212 million people are employed nationwide, then there shouldn't be that gap. So within the hospitality industry as a whole, we're a growing sector, one that will never go away, one that will never be taken over by technology. Customer service is present. It will always be there. It will always be there for its customers. So there are a few impacts within the hospitality industry that, for customers, the thought of hospitality conjures up images of luxurious hotels, quirky boarding homes, good food, travel, and relaxation. That will never go away. That will always remain positive within the thoughts of our customers within the industry. Hospitality is an activity that aims to meet the leisure needs of a customer rather than just their basic needs. So within this industry, we all do our best job to go above and beyond for our customers, because in reality, they are paying money to spend time at our location, to explore a location, whatever the case may be, business, leisure, travel. We need to go above and beyond in the customer satisfaction and give them everything that they absolutely need and more. Some stuff they wouldn't even think about they needed before they even came into our resort or wherever the case may be. The hospitality industry consists of four major sectors, those being food and beverage, lodging accommodations, travel and tourism, and recreation. The hospitality industry does hold a bigger sector than just that, but those are our four key ones that we try to focus on the highest and the ones that we receive our biggest satisfaction goals out of. And then lastly, for impacts, for every negative, there is a positive in the industry. Every business faces industry-specific challenges that may make it tough for specific industries to operate in its particular sector. Sectors include competition, reputation management, staff retention, recruitment, sustainability, and technology. Each part of the hospitality industry is going to face an issue. It's not going to be all happy roses and daisies all day long every day. It is going to be tough. It is going to be hard to overcome some things. But every single human that works within the hospitality industry puts ourselves second. It puts our customers in front of our needs. And we'll do whatever we can to resolve an issue, make something better, do whatever we can to leave a positive note on whatever stay that they're having, a vacation, a little getaway, travel, business, whatever the case may be. We will do our absolute best to make an impression on them to make sure that they can return to us on a happy note. Lastly, our takeaway, providing hospitality components to guests is a relatively safe work position, one that can pay well depending on your role in the industry. So although this presentation is focused on unemployment, the hospitality industry is an amazing, amazing place to work. It is very safe. It can pay you very well. It will take you very far depending on how far you want to let it take you, and you kind of just have to let that happen. And travelers spend nearly $255 billion yearly on hospitality components such as lodging, food and beverage services, et cetera, supporting 1.9 million U.S. jobs. So the fact that travel and tourism will never go away, neither will our jobs. And that is super important to remember because no matter the case may be, whether you are unemployed at the time, these jobs are forever changing, forever growing. Hospitality as a whole is forever changing and forever growing. Therefore, although it might seem tough at the time, there are jobs out there for you at the hospitality industry, and we need to take advantage of those as quickly as possible. Lastly, to end this note, like I said, the hospitality industry is forever growing, and it will be one that will never go away or be taken over by electronics or machines or anything like that. Customer service is present. It thrives every single day, and being part of such an industry is priceless, and we do it all for our customers. All right, that is all I have to say over unemployment in the hospitality industry. I hope this presentation was really informational for you guys, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks. Bye.